Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Hi, it's me, your friend Corey, with my interesting ouchie hand. Still working on getting that better. Yesterday was a really bad day for it. It was just worse than it was when I first heard it, but today seems to be doing okay, so I'm trying to take it easy. So today I'm doing a little bit of embroidery on my absolutely amazing and fun Halloween granny square bags. Now these are for my kids to trick or treat with. I didn't get them finished last year. They got ghosts. And we also have little pumpkins. And the pumpkins need their stems. So I'm just doing little stems with this really dark green. I mean, they're not going to be super noticeable, but to me, it just finishes the project. So I'm really glad you're here today, and let's hang out and work on our project. It has been an absolute whirlwind of things going on all at the same time. Not only was it Thanksgiving, which went over well, we had 2 big meals, and my stomach is actually not feeling that great from eating that much food. And also, everybody in my house has been fighting this awful sinus cold. And it feels like I'm starting to catch it. So I'm hoping to get a couple videos done before I lose my voice, because everyone else has been losing their voice, being very tired. And I think the 2 little girls are catching it now too, so I have that on top of everything else. So I'm trying to get a couple videos done today. So if I look similar in the next few videos, it's simply because I would like to make my videos, but I also have grown-up responsibilities, right? Yeah. Okay, so this is going to be a bit wider than the other ones. It's also a little bit shaped differently because I messed up. But you know what? I'm going to leave it because pumpkin stems are not perfect. They always look different from pumpkin to pumpkin. So I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. Normally, we all know I'm kind of halfway perfectionist. I try my best to do a very good job, but there are certain things where I'm just like, you know what? I'm not doing it this time. So I'm just embroidering them on. I debated back and forth about whether or not I wanted to just crochet an extra applique, or should I have done it when I was doing the squares up. I didn't know how it was going to look until they were done, and it just feels unfinished. And that's not what I want. Alright, that's looking pretty crazy. Let's see here. So we have our little pumpkin with his weird face, and we got a little stem there. So I'm just going to run it under. I decided the ghosts do not get mouths. I wanted them to be quite a bit different. I had decided that the ghosts do not have mouths. And I thought that would be great, because I would just end up doing big O's on all of them, and they'd end up looking the same. I wanted their eyes to be their important feature, and I think I achieved that. And like I said, this is just for my daughters. This is not for sale. This is not for something I would make again. I didn't really like how much extra effort it is to make these particular granny squares. I found easier ones later, of course, after I put the bags together. Okay, I'm slipping off my chair here. Now the other one is not this far along. This one is almost completely done. I just have to do this embroidery and put the lining. Yeah, I lost where I was. Where am I? I am right here. And I'm right there. So I'll grab the other one. It's right here. And smart me left my purple. This beautiful purple. I love this antique purple. This is a one of the bigger scenes of Red Heart, and I really would love to get more of this purple. It's got a really nice Halloween-y vibe to it. But this one, I still have to put the strap on because I'm only doing one strap on it. I decided I don't want to do two. And I have to add that. Do a row of single crochet around everything. Because I'm making this for little people. So I don't want it to be so much. But I also want to have a lot of room for their loot. Because they like that kind of thing. And anything else they want to put in there. Because, of course, they get to keep the bags after for whatever they like. And knowing them, they're just going to put, like, stuffies and just carry things from room to room. They do it all the time with bags, so I'm not worried about that. I figured they'd have some fun Halloween ones, and they would enjoy that. There we go. Okay, so that's another one down. Let's find another one today. Oh, here's one. No, that's on the other side. We're doing this side first. Got those ones. And I haven't been putting them in central. Some are off to the side. Some are in the center. I'm just kind of going through and just embroidering wherever I feel like. I'm trying to keep it to one stitch that I'm covering over. And just doing a little square. That last one ended up with a bit of a higher end, and I just said, fine. I'll just go with it. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. Goodness, I really feel like there's a cough living in my chest right now. Ugh, 'tis the season, right? Do you have children that go to school? Yes, I do. I catch everything they bring home. I do. Okay, I got a bunch of phone calls done today. Dishes are done. All the good stuff's getting done. So that is perfect. And I pulled this out to see what I would need to do. And I'm pleasantly surprised because I thought it was going to be a whole bunch more work. I just remember becoming so frustrated that it wasn't getting done in time. And there was just too much to do. So I put it away because I was feeling all sorts of feelings, and they weren't good ones. So I didn't want to work on it, and I've just left it. And now I want it done. So I came back, I took a look at it, and oh, guess what? Not as bad as I thought. I think it's going to be like that with Chester Cheetah. I kind of got a little intimidated by the pattern because he is a very unique character, and I want to do him right because I know that is going to be very popular in my house. So, yeah. I've been working on Chester Cheetah since March. But because he was so complicated, I just ended up having to put him aside. I brought him in a bag beside me because I found a good place to put my current stuff right here. All in the same bag, so that's working out really well. And this one was a little bit smaller, but I really feel it just gives that little bit of a finished look. I don't want to do an outline though. That is one thing I did not want to do. I just wanted to look kind of, what's the word I'm looking? Kind of kitschy, but at the same time, not traditional. Kitschy, but not traditional. That's what I'm going for. Oh. Well, you're fine. Okay. Let's see here. We're doing well. We're doing really well. I have actually only been working on this for a very short amount of time, which makes me very happy because, like I said, I put it away out of pure, unadulterated frustration because after getting through all these granny squares for these giant bags, I had to embroider their faces, and believe me, I really didn't want to, but it again didn't have the personality, and I know my kids are going to love looking at the different faces. I know how my girls are. And they love details. They love the tiniest details that they can find, and they don't see it all at once. They love finding things later because it makes them feel like little detectives. And I think that's fantastic. So, just a moment, please. All right. Sorry, I've got the littlest one in with me right now. She's playing on her tablet with some headphones on. She wanted to show me something she had made, which I love. She's making a farm and picking all the animals that live on this farm, which is really cute. And it's a very, very fun educational game. They teach you a lot about farm animals, and she loves farm animals. Chickens, she's right into them. She loves a good chicken. Here we go. Alrighty. And I think that should be the final one. We'll pull through, and that's all I'm going to use this green on. This is going really well. I am really glad that I put it away while I was feeling frustrated, because I would have hated to hate this bag. And I do have a bright orange that I can use, and I think I might have a red out too. I might have a red and an orange. That way I can tell whose bag is who, because as we all know, if you've ever spent time with children, it's very important that they know which one's theirs and which one is their siblings, because if not, you are going to have a big screaming fight between them, not you. I hope you're not going to get into a fight, but you never know. So, another one down. I love their little cartoony, unique faces. I'm not doing any knots. I've done enough knots in this one. I go down to this bottom one down here, and then it's down to 1, 2 left on the side, and that's it for this side. This is going faster than I hoped. Okay. Now the same thing, like when you're doing cross stitching or any other of your hobbies like this, where you're sewing, you don't want to make your strings too long, because your finger oils are going to touch everything, and it will actually take away the shine, make it not sit as nicely. That's what happens with some of these projects where things start looking a little bit off. With like crochet, when you're doing your yarn, you're only touching it once. But when you're sewing, you're going to keep on pulling and pulling and pulling, and as you're pulling, it's coming through and pulling and pulling and pulling until it's not as nice as when you first started. Plus, if it's really long, you have a chance of knotting, and nobody wants that. If you're a crafter, you don't want your stuff to knot. Not at all. See what I did there? Yeah. All right, we're going to this bottom one down here. And I'm just running it through the stitches. And then I run it back through the other way to really anchor it in. Go up and down, up and down. And we're going to go this way. And then I'm going to come through here, I think is where I want to come through. Let's check over on that side. I think we're going to move you over one more. Yeah, there's good. This orange feels really nice. This is a nice orange I used for this one. Yeah, I really like this bag. More than I thought I did. I thought it was one of those ones where, you come back to it and you're just like, yeah, I really don't like it. Because like I said, I was feeling super frustrated when I put it away, so I decided I hated the project. I really did. I really felt a whole bunch of unwarranted anger and frustration towards this because it wasn't finished. it's not the project's fault. Sort of. I'm the one who decided that I was going to make this a super detailed one. I didn't really think it through. I got excited about the granny squares and I wanted to do them so bad because they are Halloween based and they're so cute. I definitely would use a different pattern, but I do like the idea of Halloween tote bags, right? And I probably wouldn't have made them this big, but they are this big, so there's that. Coming through and just pulling stitch through. So you're going through and just shaping. I think I'm getting a little better with my embroidery because now I'm actually able to do this, where last year when I was trying to do this, I could not do the stem the way I want to. And I seem to have it this time, and I'm super excited about that because now my project is working. Now this project is worth my time. And I didn't waste all this energy and resources to even trying to make it. I really like it. Oh, I've been seeing some cute skull patterns lately. Has anyone else seen all the sweaters? They're so cute, and there's so many of them. I'm really enamored with them. I'm going to have to take a better look at some of these and maybe look at some big skull type sweaters. Not necessarily for the kids, but for myself, definitely. I want a skull sweater. But I also really like the skull granny square pants. Those are so cute. I think they're great. And here is another one finished here at the bottom. Let me get my other hand in there carefully and gently. And here we are at the bottom with his very meh face. I love it. That really has made an improvement because, like, look at him. It's missing. You need that there just to show it's a pumpkin. More than anything, like, sure, the face kind of does, but I felt it didn't really portray a pumpkin per se. Thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box. And I'll see you again very soon. Bye.